Those who are slightly more elderly will remember clearly 1963, which was very severe indeed. It was notable from the fact that from early January all the way through until the beginning of March, one could, without any problem, skate every single day.
I remember it quite vividly. We got on the Old West River and we skated through to Erith Locks and back on a Sunday afternoon, and that was a round trip of 12.5 miles. So the ice was about 15 inches thick in '63. So that was quite an experience. I don't think it would ever happen again, and I'm glad it did.
Everybody keeps saying, oh, we don't get winters like we used to. And then 85, 86 and 87. So we had 3 consecutive winters, and in each of those 3 consecutive winters, we had more than 3 weeks worth of racing.
I would contend that in fact the golden era was those 3 years in the 1980s where it was superb skating. I mean, and we were skating everywhere.
One of those years I raced every day, a heat and a final, for 10 days. And I was getting faster. Towards the end, I was doing faster times than when I started. I wasn't getting tireder, I was getting faster.
Next to race are Alan Fisher and David Smith. This is in fact the final of the Doddleton Cup.
I'm not sure whether it was 86 or 87, but I skated on the ice at Erith after the 11th day of thaw. We stopped racing and the temperature went above freezing and the ice started to go, and 12 days later it was still strong enough for me to be able to skate on. I think the ice was over 2 foot thick.
May I say thank you to Mr. Edward Dow for letting us use his ice.
We used up all the cups that we had for 3 years on the trot, and unfortunately since then the racing has been much more sparse.
Come on, Richard!
I still actually maintain that if we could have a really sharp winter, that in fact the interest would be there and then it would be up and away again.